Confusion in Lebanon tonight. U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement now saying they made a mistake when they said they would be building a detention facility there.
This has been just such a big runaround. That correction came only a few hours before a Wilson County Commission meeting where residents planned to speak in protest of these alleged plans. Our Braden Ross went to that meeting where hundreds still showed up tonight, many confused about the rumors.
The crowd here tonight spilled outside of the Wilson County Commission chambers as dozens of people showed up in protest of an ICE facility being built in Lebanon. Only that facility is being built not in Lebanon, Tennessee, but Lebanon, Pennsylvania. In Wilson County.
Do you want this here? If the answer is no, say it.
Resident after resident took to the podium.
And I don't want anyone in Wilson County to have to justify this to their grandchildren.
Most in protest of an ICE facility that isn't coming.
We have no confirmation that any buildings have been purchased here in our county.
So why does everyone think this facility is coming? Well, here's what happened. We reached out to ICE when we started hearing about these rumors. The first time we asked about it on Monday, an ICE spokesperson told us they wouldn't confirm office locations for the safety of their employees. But then Tuesday morning, another ICE spokesperson confirmed that ICE had in fact bought a facility in Lebanon, Tennessee. They said this facility and its construction was expected to bring in more than 7,000 jobs to the area. Several other local news outlets got this same statement. Now, we brought this to local and state elected officials, all of whom told us they hadn't heard anything about it and couldn't find any evidence of ICE buying a detention facility here. Some of those elected officials even said then they believed this was all a misunderstanding, that someone had confused Lebanon, Tennessee for Lebanon County, Pennsylvania, where ICE is actually building a facility. Tuesday afternoon, I reached out to ICE again to ask about this, and that's when they sent us this statement. Quote, ICE has not purchased a facility in Lebanon, Tennessee. That statement was sent out without proper approval, and this mistake has since been rectified. Despite that, though, several speakers tonight still asked county commissioners to consider a symbolic resolution opposing an ICE facility in Wilson County. In Lebanon, Braden Ross, WSMV4.